Discipline gives freedom. Yes, discipline about making notes, creating a plan, creating blocks for your work in calendar, ensuring a night before what you want to do next day provides you freedom and saves your mental energy. A lot of people strongly think negative about bringing discipline into your work or calendar. They think that it makes you boring. It brings a lot of monotonous work to your everyday schedule. It makes you robotic. You are acting just like a robot. Okay, your calendar says time to read a book. Your calendar says time to have dinner. Your calendar says let's go for studies. So people think that it makes you robotic. No, it is not. Also, a lot of people think that it does not make any room for any emergency because there are a lot of unplanned activities which happens in everyone's life. So how do you plan for that? Because you cannot. But let me tell you how does discipline gives you more freedom. When you make discipline, you have calendar mark for an activity and then you take out time for those unplanned activities. Either it is happening less frequently, some of those times are unplanned, or if it is happening more frequently, then you have to adjust and plan accordingly. Then you adjust your plan and say that okay, there are a lot of unplanned activities, how can I plan that one? So you are more conscious and aware of your priorities. You have more power to say yes to certain activities or no to certain activities. You have more power to say yes and no. Your calendar is always purposeful. It brings a lot of clarity in what you wanted to do or achieve. You do not want your brain to tax more and more. You don't want to drain your brain energy in just thinking and making choices and making decisions every time you want to do the same set of activities. Every time you're thinking just, okay, which book should I read today? Oh, should I do this or that? Should I spend my time in studying or doing some to dos of my list of activities? So you're every time draining your brain energy. So discipline and a calendar, if you know what exactly you need to do, it saves you a lot of brain power. Otherwise, we'll be spending time endlessly or thinking or wasting time again and again with no output or results. And later we regret that that amount of time we could have used in maybe not so important activities. So you can utilize that time even in some activities which might not look important to you, but at least you could have done away with that rather than thinking and wasting time. Think about it. Your life becomes super easy when you have the discipline, when you have the calendar, when you have all the decisions already made, because you made that maybe a night before, a week before, maybe because it's already set in your calendar. You just have to act. You don't have to think again and again and make choices, make decisions. For example, if I know I have to run for tomorrow because I love running, I'm practicing for marathon, I will place my running shoes and clothes all in a place a night before itself. If I know I have to read a book, I will make sure that I know which book to read and it is appropriately placed in a place where I can just go and look for it and start reading. I don't have to look for, okay, which chapters, which book, should I read this book, should I read this book or that book. If I have to study, I am already have planned for this, that which books I have to study, which chapters I have to study, how much time I have to complete that. If things are known well in advance, it makes life super easy because then you just have to act it. Otherwise, we keep spending time again and again in making decisions, in thinking, overthinking, thinking, overthinking. Don't do that. Be flexible. Change if your plan does not work out. Change and adjust. But make sure that you know at least 70-80% of your time where exactly it is going on. Maybe 20% time, 25% time goes in unplanned activities which you never thought of. But that cannot happen every day. Then there is some serious problem with your plan. Maybe then try doing a reflection of couple of minutes. What is going on? Is it going in the right direction or not? Is the plan really working for you? Reflection is a must to do activity for everybody. So discipline brings a lot of freedom to your life, freedom of choosing what to do and what not to do, saying yes or no to certain activities. You are clear on the purpose of your time, how you are going to spend that time. And when you have clarity, you definitely get more and more freedom. You have the choices on what is important for you. And when you have that discipline, you get more and more clarity and you really feel free. So discipline gives a lot of freedom. Thank you.